guys, imagine Dash people have got an active, dynamic life. A couple days ago I was in New York, in Wall Street, and yesterday our team was in St. Petersburg, Russia. And now today we are traveling to Minsk, Republic of Belarus. So while traveling, we discuss or make some conversations with Dash promoters, Dash users, and with people who are interested in Dash development. And now I'm introducing you my talking with TechSquad, one of the Dash members, very active, talented man. I've been in this project about 6 months. It's not so long. It's due, I guess. And I would like to find out more details about Dash development, to act more correctly. I would say to do some things more efficiently. So, what do you think about Dash development, about the speed of development, about the way Dash is going on?
Okay, good question, and I think I have a very interesting answer. So, for us, I think it's important to focus on not just how you deliver on your development objectives and goals, but it's how do you factor in some longevity and sustainability into that growth and that environment. And just like every aspect of Dashcoin, it's extremely important to have the ecosystem strong. If the ecosystem is strong in terms of the communication of the values and the benefits of Dash, in terms of the community structures and supports that allows people to converse and to develop and discuss ideas and eventually moving into implementation, just like the engagement that we're having right now, but also in terms of attracting the talent into the ecosystem. Because just like any organization, Dash isn't competing with just the other coins. They're competing with Microsoft, with Apple computers for the talent, because the talent is the people who are going to make things happen in terms of the marketing, in terms of the community developments, in terms of also the technical developments. Because you ask about the speed, to have the ideas and the vision is one thing, but to have the skilled workforce and the talent and the capacity to deliver and execute is what's extremely important. So as you can see, with us, with DashBoost, also with Dash Lancer, where people can earn in Dash, it's a mechanism to attract the talent. And I think with the ecosystem right now, with the DAO and the 10% of the block rewards going towards people who can earn, it's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful setup. You have Dash Central, where you have your C-level people who are extremely high, and they're there a while and they understand and they can apply for big funding. And it's the really kind of high level talent. We now have DashBoost. It's like where we, hire or attract the recent graduates or people who are 2-3 years experience. And this is for technical, for marketing or for community projects. And also now we're pushing for Dash Lancer, where you can have, the people who are still in college and who are just learning. And this is our skills pipeline. And if we can massage and stimulate this pipeline, I think we can really accelerate developments on all fronts.
So am I right that budget proposals, this is the way to attract talent people to this community? Yes?
100%, because budget proposals and earning in Dash is just exchanging one value for another. So instead of exchanging fiat for Dash, which is essentially an exchange of value, the Dash DAO in all its tiers, in Dash Central, DashBoost, and hopefully with Dash Lancer, is an opportunity for people to exchange their skill, their talent, and their time for Dash. So it's another use case. It's just, in my opinion, as important as merchant onboarding.
So how do you estimate the current budget proposals? Why so many so much attention we pay to conferences like Caracas, for example? As I see, we pay attention to lead dialects. And what is the interest for Dash in these conferences? Why we choose this way? Because most of proposals, they are they include this topic.
Yeah. I mean, are you referring specifically to the promotion and the marketing of Dash?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's, you know, I think things like Dash Watch, Dash Intel will provide a lot more data on these items and allow us to better understand and, you know, draw conclusions on the data. But you know, if there is a lot of focus on these types of projects, then I mean, it comes down to the individual preferences of the master nodes, or, you know, maybe there is particular voters who are more vocal or are better at communicating and constructing arguments, and, you know, these could be influencing the voting patterns and, you know, ultimately why these projects are getting funding. For me, I'm a tech guy. I'm structure, I'm process, I'm infrastructure, and the beauty of technology and of web platforms is it's black and white, very tangible in terms of results. You can measure the success of a project, and the beauty with code is it's extremely scalable, and the value that platforms provide, assuming they're built correctly and they're built for purpose, I think are more valuable long term. But I suppose this is the beauty of the community. It's a diplomatic process. People have to construct their arguments and build their cases, and ultimately the community decides. And I mean, you know, it's great.
Okay, I see. I've got a feeling that DashCore is turning into a corporation. And is this a positive moment for Dash development? How do you think, or do you notice this trend that DashCore is like a corporation? They start being like big corporation.
But certainly, for me, listen, no matter what's happened with Dash, no, it's absolutely gripping the imagination of the community. And for something like this to be happening, where you have a decentralized network now essentially becoming you know, or acting and behaving like a big corporate, it's like, you know, it's what's growing the community. At the end of the day, it's new. It's news. It's like people are on the periphery. They're discussing this. It's never happened before in the history of the human species. So for me, you know, for right or for wrong, I don't know the answers to that, but it's certainly exciting to be a part of this.
Because in some cases, I mean, about some budget proposals, I see not conflict, but hot discussions between masternodes and DashCore members. And I would like to know, do we go on the same way? Are we on the same page together? Or what happens? Is it right that there are hot discussions in many budget proposals?
Yeah, and again, look, for me, it just comes back to the talent. Okay, so what we need is people who are rock stars, not just on the technical perspective, not just on the community front, not just on the marketing, but politically, and people who can lead. And when I say lead, I mean people who can communicate a vision effectively, you know, through the various media, be it, you know, the Discord or via proposals or through projects like Dash People. I think these people are extremely important to not just lead, but to bring people with them. And the leadership is extremely important to have everyone on the same page. The vision is understood, and you kind of remove this, bits of conflict. But this conflict right now, I think, is extremely healthy. I think this is what's required in the process right now. Obviously, with the way the network is and the masternode, it's completely unique, and it's not your typical political environment. But it's who we just need people who are strong in this area. And again, we know what we need at the top level, and to do this, you need a broad base and attracting the talent, in my opinion.
I see. I'm asking you so much questions. As we've got a lack of information on our Russian market, but we have a lot of Dash users, not maybe Dash promoters, but Dash users, and they are asking us about Dash core, about the business structure, how it works, and now we've got many questions about Dash evolution. We realize how we can operate with Dash evolution if we're talking about individuals. But if the case of business, one B2B, so how can we use it, and how we can pay taxes, or salaries for employers? So many questions about this, and as I see, there is no information about how to use Dash evolution. I know that it is just it will be soon, but not it works now. But we would like to be prepared to Dash evolution and to know the answers for these questions for business B2B, how it will works. Do you know something about it?
Yeah, well, I'm obviously not a Dash core developer, so any of the information that I have is very much in the public domain, and obviously there is a little bit of lack of clarity in what's going on there. So again, from my perspective and from our perspective here at TechSquad, is that everyone has their roles in this community. Dash Core have their role, and obviously Dash Evolution is there as well. You have your role in terms of stimulating the discussion and asking the questions and trying to provide clarity on behalf of the community, in particular the Russian community in this instance. And for us, we have our eyes on how we can create value, not just in our area, but specifically in terms of bringing the talent in to help, the development from a marketing PR communication perspective, from an infrastructure perspective, from a community perspective, but also, from a political perspective. The more people that come in, the more intelligent and the better they are as strong community members, the better, and we'll all move forward together.
TechSquad. How much time have you been involved in Dash?
Actually, I'm not in Dash that long, would you believe? So funny story. So we got involved in cryptocurrency originally back in 2015 when Greece, I don't know if you remember, they were facing an economic lockout from the European Union because of the problems with the debt that they had. You had the left government, Syriza, they got elected on a mandate to say, bye-bye Europe, we're not paying the money. And for me and my friends who run the largest exchange in Ireland, bitcove.ie, we went to Greece and we stayed there for 4 weeks. And we wanted to make Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency, a process for the Greek economy to access the European markets. We had a nice setup, spartanroute.com, if anyone wants to check out our setup. But that was the first time, and it was like, wow, it's like this cryptocurrency, like outside the stock is one thing. I don't mind. Obviously, I care about the price, but it's not what gets me excited. What gets me excited is that we're changing the way that the human species collaborate and it's just evolving before our very eyes, and it's absolutely beautiful, like, you know. And for us to see Dash and the Dash DAO, and oh my God, like, it's amazing. Like, I mean, it's a genius, an absolutely genius structure. So, you know, we've only been involved since December 2017. So we're pretty fresh inside there, but I think it's perfect because we're bringing like a lot of experience from enterprise development. You know, we work with large public sector organizations, and now we're seeing Dash, so we're bringing that professionalism and that structure to the community. And I think, you know, we are only the first of many teams that will be now attract. I think it's, you know, the real inflation of value is not in the price. The real inflation of value is in the community, in my opinion.
Good. TechSquad. As I see, you are one of the active members in Discord, in forums. That is why we would like to connect with you and to meet with you and to know your opinion. So thank you very much for your for being with us now. And if you don't mind, can we call you sometimes to know some details, your opinion about events that happens in Dash?
Yeah, no problem. I really appreciate the opportunity, and thank you for having me feature on your show. I think you guys are doing a great job, and it's absolutely amazing to be, you know, connecting with Russia through Dash.
St. Petersburg.
Yeah. Oh wow, great.
This is our usual weather. So thank you very much. So see you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.